Today on Mike Noble Digging, Mike gets back out to the location of the fire pits in the woods. He finds some relics in glass. Here we go. Hey guys, this is going to be a short hunt and I'm going to be by myself today. I've been thinking about something. The last location you've seen hunted is that place close to the air base that has all those barbecue pits or whatever you want to call them in the woods. Well, we have a bottle pit out there and you know, Bill and I went through that pretty good, mostly Bill, and we pulled some pretty interesting bottles out of there. Well, there's some metal targets in there too. We pulled some flare shells out of there, and I started thinking, I wonder if you can concentrate in there and maybe pull some interesting things out, like some buttons or grenade tops. You know, Bill found a grenade top out in that location, so you know, just stuff that they threw away as trash. I wonder. So I'm going to go back out to that location. I'm heading there now. And I'm going to swing my coil over that glass pit. It's not very deep. It's not very big. But it's got a lot of metal signals in there. Just see what we can come up with. And if nothing else, I'm just going to hunt the area again with a metal detector. See what I can find. Hopefully I find some good stuff, so here we go. I'm out here at this location with those fire pits, barbecue pits, whatever y'all want to call them. We found some very interesting things out here in the short time we've been hitting this. In fact, this is only my third time out here. I haven't started swinging just yet. My first thought was possibly because this is so close to a 1940s Air Corps base. In fact, this is still part of the property. Is that this is probably officers' quarters. You know, they all had their own barbecue pit. Well, after some of the hunts we had, or after some of the things we pulled out of the short hunts we had, like tent stakes and dummy ammunition that was fired through a machine gun, it was all linked together, so I went through a machine gun. We're thinking this might have been like a training area. There were tents out here. Maybe not so much officers' quarters as I originally thought. But right now, I'm at the bottle pit that we found, and I'm going to swing around this. See all that glass? All that glass. Between Bill and I, mostly Bill, we pretty much pulled everything glass-wise of value out of here. But there's still some signals, metal detecting signals. In fact, you see a big old block right there has some kind of a mechanical component, electric component. There's stuff like that in here. But we pulled flare shells out of here, the brasses, things like that out of here. And I'm thinking, it's a dump. They threw all kinds of things in here. Probably, I think Bill found a grenade. No, it wasn't Bill, was it? It was Gene. So one of the guys found a grenade top in here. There may be stuff like that in here. Maybe buttons in here. I'm hoping to come across some buttons or collar discs or some kind of insignia of some sort. But you don't know until you swing over it, right? So I'm going to swing over this glass pit. See what we come up with. I'm still digging around. Yeah, see that? There's a piece of metal there too. There's that kind of stuff everywhere. But I'm still digging around this glass pit. I just dug a signal right here. It's a spoon. What I'm hoping is when I pull it out, it says USA or something on it. So, huh. It's got the shape of something that might have a monogram on that. It's copper plated. See that green coming through on the end, on the rim. Alright, let me get this cleaned up a little bit. See if I can find something on this spoon. Well, there is nothing on that side. On the back side, right there, it says here something A1 overlay. So, but it's very faint. I can't make out what the first part is. But it's a plain Jane spoon. So to me, that just kind of says government issue. I was just hoping it would say USA or something like that. USAF, AC, USAC. That'd be cool. I think it's a military find just the same. So far, not too much luck. There's this wire. It's everywhere. I managed to pull some of it out, but most of it doesn't want to come. That rings up so good. These components, these electrical components are everywhere. Different doodads and other wire. Nails are everywhere. This one was square, so I thought that was interesting. There's that thing. There's brick. There was some building back here. There's really a lot of signals in here. Most of it is stuff like this, only round. So not too much luck. I'm thinking I might just give up. It's too hot of a day and I don't have a long time out here. I'm just going to kind of make my way out into the woods. I was just swinging around. One of those ovens right there is behind me, and there's a big gorge out here. This location, and I was just walking up to it. I figured it was probably here back, in the 40s too. I mean, obviously, I think it would have been. I happened to look down at the base of a tree that's growing out over that gorge. I see a Coke bottle. Somebody's racing up the road here close by. So I'm gonna go check it out, see if it's a Pat D or something. You see it right there. So at the base of that tree. So let's go see if I can get to it. Well, it is indeed a Pat D, which is kind of cool. The only problem is, yeah, it's broke. Oh well. But there is a Pat D. So I was standing there, looking at that Coke bottle, and I looked down in the gorge. I saw another one sticking up. I actually hiked down here to get it. I got bad knees. I got arthritis in my knees, and it wasn't fun. But I wanted to see this. And I got down here and I saw another one. So let's check both of these out. Right there is one I saw from up on top. And right there is one sticking out. So let's see if we can dislodge these. Figure out what we got. Shouldn't be doing this with without gloves, should I? Alright, let's see what we got. Let's get something a little bit more substantial to pull this out of the dirt. How's that? Alright, there it is. What do we have? Look at that. Pat D right there. There's a Pat D Coke. So we're going to put that there. And we'll see what that thing is. Well, the Coke bottle I saw that brought me down this gorge is in fact a Pat D. But it's a broke Pat D. Yeah, right there, Pat D. I know, you can't see it. But I did find one. It looks like there's been trash thrown down here. There's an old beer bottle. There's some cans. Those are probably ration cans. Look at this. Corning or some kind of ceramic. So, who knows what you'll find down here. Look at that. A piece of interestingness. And look what's inside. There is a very large centipede on the inside of that. Look at that. That's how big it is. Alright, cool. Love it. I actually misspoke. Yeah, I'm balancing myself. I actually misspoke. That was not a centipede. That is actually a millipede. So, millipedes have a lot more legs to them than a centipede does. I just unearthed these two bottles. To me, they look like they're pretty modern beer bottles. You know, from what I know about it. But then I started looking at the bottom. Ball. You know, like the canning jar ball. Now, I didn't know they made things like this too. I don't know if this is old. I don't know if that's a collectible. I might keep at least one of these just in case, and you'll have to let me know. Not only does that say ball, but that bottom is more concaved than that bottom. So it's like two different types of bottles, but this one also says ball. So I thought that was interesting. And you folks will have to let me know if that's collectible. I'm going to keep one of them. And I don't mean to show my ignorance about bottles, but I really don't know anything about them. Not much at all. I do have an interest in them, and I've been kind of learning as I go. But once in a while, if I find something interesting, I need to turn to you folks to help me out with it. And I got out of that gorge. I ain't doing that for a while. Well, I just dug one of those old time pull tabs. One of those very first ones. And with that, I'm going to have to call it a hunt. Yeah, I'm going to call it quits. I wasn't going to be out here very long anyway. Spent most of my time over by that bottle pit, and got some metal detecting going here. But I needed to take off, and I didn't bring water with me. I'm thirsty. It is hot. Well, that was our hunt, guys. It was a little one. It was a short one. Ended up finding some pretty good stuff. Nothing I really expected to find, but I had fun. I just wish I didn't forget my water for one thing. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, we'll catch you later. Bye.